Another thing I wanted to go over is calculating your break even. So break even is really understanding how much you need to sell in order to cover your costs. So here's an example. So let's say your monthly expenses are about $5,000, and let's say you charge $1,000 per client. So you're going to take your total expenses of $5,000 divided by the $1,000. So you would need 5 clients to break even and just cover your costs. So you're not profitable at the first 5 clients. It's when you hit client number 6, that's when you finally start making money. And this is really eye-opening because then you can see, like, are my expenses too high, or am I not charging enough? Like, what does that look like? Because this can make or break your business. And once you understand this calculation, you can look at it on a monthly basis and look at, okay, like month 1, I hit 5 clients, I just evened out. Let's say month 2, you hit 7 clients, so you're actually profitable. And then month 3, you hit like only 3 clients. So really understanding what the trend is month over month and what your average client base looks like every month. And then you can kind of play around if you need to cut your monthly expenses or you need to charge more, and kind of playing around with it and seeing what works for your business. You won't know until you kind of start tracking it month over month, and then you can finally tweak your prices. Now, step 2 is control. So this is really asking yourself, what can I change in my business that will generate more cash flow? So number 1 thing I see is like, what expenses or subscriptions can I get rid of that aren't helping me grow? For example, for myself, I have yearly tax software subscriptions that I have. And like in the first year of running your business, you think you need like the highest features, you need everything, you're paying like the highest amount. But I just did like an audit. They're renewing like in July, and I'm just like, I'm not even using like half these features. So I literally just downgraded to like the basic option, and I just saved myself $2,000 for the year. So I highly encourage you to get into the habit of just like reviewing the things that you're paying for. A lot of people, when you subscribe for like a free trial of something, you put your credit card information in. And then if you're not reviewing like your credit card transactions on a monthly basis, you could be paying for subscriptions that you didn't even know you subscribed for. So like just putting a reminder for yourself to like cancel those things, or just reviewing your credit card on a monthly basis and really looking at like, what did I pay for this month, but that I don't need next month? If you've hired like a team, reviewing their contracts and like their hours on like a monthly basis. Does the pricing actually make sense? And does your revenue make sense for hiring those people? Also ask yourself, do I need to increase my prices, update my packages, or shift my offers? And the next step is, am I setting boundaries with clients, or am I just over delivering and undercharging? I see this all the time where people provide services and they just include so much extra, but they're not really charging for it. And then understanding, where are you leaking money in your business? So are there things that you're paying for, but you're not really using? And if you do this, like, I would say like monthly is ideal, but from a starting point, just doing this on a quarterly basis, it's going to go so much further.